Now, it was written by a woman, most of its main characters are strong women, and it sparked a big debate about feminism in Hollywood. Gone Girl was a huge hit when it was released, and tonight I'm speaking to one of its stars. Emily Ratajkowski plays Andy in the movie. Before we chat, let's just have a quick look at you in a clip from the film.
I need you to take this seriously, okay? This is the last time we're gonna see each other until...
Until when?
Until it's safe.
You are going to get a divorce.
Never say that out loud again.
Does that bring back memories?
Yeah, it's fun to see that clip.
It's a big break for you, really, isn't it, this one?
Yeah, it
Getting
was
into
my
the
first
acting
film,
world.
actually, so it was not a bad one to start with.
How was Ben Affleck?
Really great. Great to work with. So is David. Obviously, you know, these are big names in the industry. I just felt so lucky to be there.
Now, we talked about it at the start being a feminist film. Of course, it was a big book to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree with that idea that it's a feminist film because it's written by a woman, has strong female characters and the like?
You know, I think it's sort of a non-gender specific story, and actually some people have attacked it for sort of not being, maybe being slightly misogynistic, even though it's written by a woman. Yeah, I think it's more about relationships between men and women, not necessarily from one perspective or the other.
The thing is, we were just talking about the Oscars, Eddie Redmayne obviously in the running for playing Stephen Hawking. The writer, Gillian Flynn, is the only female screenplay writer to be nominated for a Golden Globe and a BAFTA. She hasn't received a nomination at the Oscars. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's a shame, but you know, I'm so excited that she got the nomination for Golden Globe and for BAFTA award. I'm, you know, fingers crossed for this weekend for her. You know, she's an incredibly talented writer. She adapted the screenplay. She wrote the novel. Her two other books are also becoming films. So she obviously deserves it.
Is there pressure when you're playing a character in such a well-known book? I mean, my wife gave me the book and said, you must read this as well. Actually, the movie's out, so let's go and see that instead. Is there a pressure to then sort of live up to people's imaginations?
You know, I think so, but I think because Gillian wrote the screenplay, there was a lot of sort of backing behind it. It didn't feel like we had to let her down or, you know, because she was so much a part of the making of the film. And even just having her on set and being able to speak to her about her ideas about Andy were great, my character.
And regarding you before, Andy, a lot of people would have seen you in Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines video. Now, that upset a lot of feminists because of your performance in it. How do you counter what they've said about this video?
Well, I don't actually think they were critiquing my performance.
Okay, the video as a whole, I mean.
Right, yeah. I think actually my performance and the other women's performance in the video are maybe the things that empower the women in this video. You know, it's about having fun and celebrating your sexuality and also being naked, not having to necessarily be exploitive or sexual.
Okay.
Yeah.
The men could have got their kiss off as well, though, couldn't they? It would have made things a bit fairer. Let's just look forward to what you're doing next. You're doing another lead role in a movie called We Are Your Friends, and that's for Britain's working title.
Yeah,
Tell us about that.
yeah, it was great. Working with Working Title was amazing. Zac Efron's the lead. It's the director's Max Joseph from Catfish. I don't know if you guys have that show over here.
Yeah, I think it's
MTV.
some channels, maybe,
yeah. Yeah, Warner Brothers just picked it up, so it'll be out here in August.
And a bit of a love triangle again, sort of
Yeah,
thing?
there is a love
Okay.
triangle. It's sort of a coming-of-age drama. I keep telling people it's sort of this Saturday Night Fever for our generation.